June 4th, Thursday afternoon. The tiny balcony jutting out from the side of my apartment is nothing like it was advertised in the real estate listing. When I first saw the misleading photos, I thought it would be a spacious and bright, an open-air hideaway that I could use to get some fresh air and improve my health. I wanted to set up a tiny garden and grow some plants, nothing that would require a lot of work, but something that could occupy my spare time. In reality, the balcony is depressing. It's a depressing amalgamation of steel and concrete that saps away any desire to stand upon it. The rest is the internal shadow of the surrounding buildings, and manages to catch the sun rays for about 4 minutes every day. It's an understatement to say I was disappointed when I ventured out upon it for the first time. I suppose, if nothing else, it's a good vantage point for looking out over the city, but that's the only positive thing I have to say about it. As I stand here with my back against the railing, calmly sipping a lukewarm mug of green tea, I breathe a heavy sigh. I should be at the office. I should be tapping away at my keyboard, getting through the backlog of work that has accumulated this week. Instead, I'm here at home, tired and strained and wearing thin at the seams. I called in sick this morning. I don't know if my supervisor's bought the lie, but he did tell me to stay home and feel better, so that's what I've been trying to do. It's my own fault I feel this way. It's my own fault that I stayed up until 4 a.m. again. I know that a lack of sleep exacerbates my condition. I know that skipping meals and refusing to take medication makes me feel this way. I know that I do this to myself. I know. But this is me. This is what I do to myself as I try to take on each day. This is the way I stretch myself thin, for no reason other than because some days I don't want to be better. I just want to be... I want to stay up late and work on Corpse Girl's requests. My body's needs for sleep doesn't come before my ambitions. I want to eat only when necessary, because when I'm slim, I look beautiful. I want to be beautiful just like her. I want to skip my medications because taking the same pills every day is a hassle and expensive, and I question whether I really need them anymore. If I can just stay home like this, I don't need the medication. I even came out to the balcony, and that counts as being outside. So why do I need to take the pills? It's true that when I skip a few days, I end up like this. I try to convince myself that I'm fine, that I'm fixed, like I was some broken thing that has been magically repaired. But I end up staying inside all day with the curtains shut and my eyes locked on the screen. I know that when I stay on top of my medication, I can go out to work and to the park and the library without a second thought. I can go out on the train and not worry about strangers breathing on me or touching me. I can go to the convenience store and leisurely look around. I even went to the restaurant last week and read a book while eating dinner, and no one even tried to cut me or abduct me. And no one tried to strangle themselves in front of me in Yoriko. Can I really only go out and do those normal things because of some tiny pill that a doctor said I need? Or can I do those things because I'm actually better now? Maybe I was never unwell in the first place, not irrational, just cautious, careful, concerned. I realize that my mug is empty when I bring it to my lips and taste nothing but the slightly waxy, unpleasant sensation of smudged lipstick. Well, I've been outside for long enough anyway. I'll go inside since it's getting late. Plus, I have a feeling that someone on the street below has been watching me and is waiting to climb up into my balcony. Oh, she's got schizophrenia. That's my assumption. I enter my apartment, set the bug aside, and retreat into my bedroom. My phone is where I left it, sitting face up and begging for my undivided attention. I snatch it up, unlocking the screen. I'm greeted by the last web page I left open. It's my custom-made news alert for obituaries. From tomorrow morning, I'll be anxiously awaiting news of my latest victim's fate. I timestamped the photo with tomorrow's date, June 5th, 9:01 a.m. The unlucky twin has already received the photo. I sent it out earlier today. After sending a photo, I always hide the burner phone out in the unused shed behind my apartment building. Getting the phone into the shed this morning was rather difficult. I had to cover up my face and hands with some old cloths and wait until nobody was in sight before dashing as fast as I could. It took me a good 10 minutes to collect myself inside the shed before I could rush back to my apartment and lock the door behind me. I don't think anyone tried to follow me. However, I know that I'm going to need to retrieve the phone again tomorrow and dispose of it. I'll check for a reply from the victim, of course, not that they ever reply. Then I'll destroy the SIM and discard the phone like I always do. It might be difficult to get out there to the shed again. On top of that, I really should go to the office. Oh, and then there's one more thing I'm supposed to do tomorrow. Kojiro wants to meet for coffee. Not so deluded to think that I can pull off all of those escapades tomorrow in my current state. I resign myself to searching for the bottle of medication on my dresser. Maybe another week of taking these pills won't be so bad. They tend to increase my appetite, which is really annoying. It's a constant struggle to try and ignore the hunger that tears at my stomach. It doesn't help that they wreak havoc on my libido. I never know what to expect. Sometimes I can look at those photos of Aoi on my phone and feel absolutely nothing. Other times I can simply be scrolling through noise while standing on the train and feel an overwhelming urge to explode. I do my best to dismiss my doubts and fears as I swallow 2 of the tiny tablets. I fill up with a sip of water from the bottle kept next to my bed and fight the urge to retch. I'll take a shower to freshen up, and after that I should curl up in bed and read. I need to conserve my strength for tomorrow, so an early night is in order. Maybe tomorrow's the day I'll finally be better. June 5th, Friday morning.
Where the hell were you yesterday?
Did you miss me?
Nah, just glad you haven't bit the dust yet.
That's so sweet.
Tomoe leans in close to me, almost uncomfortably so.
Have you had any trouble with Corpse Girl?
No, I think I'm in the clear.
Well, I guess the time marked on the photo has long passed. Maybe you really are safe.
Yeah. Thanks, though.
Huh? Thanks for what?
For thinking of me.
Ah, shut up.
Tomoe's face is glowing red with embarrassment. Despite our differences, our interactions regarding Corpse Girl have helped us bond a little. I'm not counting on Tomoe having a lasting friendship. Even just quiet peace might be expecting too much. I'll respond to that later. I want to finish this chapter. Even just quiet peace might be expecting too much. I think it's in Tomoe's nature to want to pick fights with people, regardless of whether she's close to them or not. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up quarreling again, no matter how much we learn to respect each other.
If you need me, but don't bother me, you know.
She waves and leaves the cryptic statement in the air behind her. I return my attention to my computer and mark a few tasks on my list as completed. The next person to waddle up to my desk and interfere with my work is Shinya.
Yesterday?
Nope.
Are you well?
Yep.
Okay. I've been meaning to speak to you about Sato.
Allie?
Yes, the thing is, I'm kind of in deep water because of her not showing up to work. And then resigning immediately.
Shit. I was supposed to talk to you about that, actually. It kind of slipped my mind.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, Shinya. It's my fault, really. I hassled you to get Allie a job.
No. I didn't exercise due diligence. I really should have made her come in for an interview. Or I should have spoken to her myself to see if her heart was really in it.
When you put it that way...
I'm not trying to be callous, but what he said makes sense.
You couldn't have known it, but Allie struggles a bit day to day. I'll just say she has some anxiety issues and leave it at that.
Anxiety, huh?
Don't tell anyone I said that. I was under the impression she's been doing a lot better, but maybe I was wrong.
I guess we all have our hidden struggles, right?
Right.
If only he knew. But again, maybe Shinya struggles too. Maybe dating Tomoe is his cry for help. Maybe he's going to snap one day and come into the office with a knife. Or maybe he'll discover Corpse Girl's website and request Kotomi Ida's death in retaliation for ending his career. Who knows? I can't read this guy as well as I initially thought. For the longest time, I was under the impression he had a crush on me, so
Anyway,
what would I know?
I hope Sato feels better soon. Maybe she'll find a job that suits her one day.
Maybe.
Say, seeing as we're friends now and all, would you mind if I ask you a, personal question?
That depends on what it is.
It's related to, intercourse?
My face scrunches up at the word. I don't like the direction this conversation is heading in.
Shouldn't this be something you talk to your girlfriend about?
Yes, you're right. But I can't actually speak to her about it. You're really the only other friend I have, so...
Shinya's face takes on a dark expression that's far more depressing than what he said. I feel bad for the guy.
Well, what's the question?
Oh, if, hypothetically speaking, if someone pressures you into, you know...
Sex?
His face turns bright red in an instant.
That. If someone pressures you into it and you really don't want to do it, what should you do?
Say no. Firmly and loudly. No one should make you do things you don't want to do.
Yes. Of course.
I feel that my answer didn't give Shinya the comfort he is obviously
Is
seeking.
Tomoe pressuring you into going all the way?
No, of course not. She would never... Never mind. It was foolish of me to bring up this topic.
But it's the boss. It's Kotomi. I'm making up so many probably wrong thoughts, but I bet it's the Kotomi girl that wants him, like, is saying he should leave. She probably likes him and wants to have some...
I'm really sorry, Noriko. Please, forgive my lack of professionalism.
Shinya bows to me deeply, his face parallel to the floor. He quickly turns and scuttles away before I get the chance to see anything else. What was all that about? Could Tomoe be pressuring him? I wouldn't put it past her, but something doesn't feel right. She seems really smitten with him. Would she really push him like that? Maybe it's guilt from not being able to prevent his career going down the toilet, but I feel like I should try and do something to help him. I watch Shinya get to the elevator. Once the double doors close, I get up from my desk and scoot over to Tomoe's workstation.
Can I have a minute?
This is weird. Normally I come to bother you.
Yeah, sorry. Have you and Shinya ever gone all the way?
Huh? We've only been together for, what, a week? You think I'm some sort of slut? Hey, don't answer that!
No, Iris, don't get mad. No, baby girl. Hey. I'm allowed to laugh. I'm allowed to swear. You do not get mad at the other dog for it. I will beat your butt. With love. Love.
Look, not that it's your business, but... No, we haven't. Shinya's sweet. He's old-fashioned, you know. He wants to really get to know me before we go down that road. And I'm happy to wait. The last few guys I dated only ever wanted one thing from me. And that gets old real fast, you know?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I believe you.
Why are you asking me anyway? Did Shinya say something to you?
No, I was curious, that's all.
You think we're real friendly now, don't ya? Well, I don't mind some girl talk. Come talk to me anytime.
Aw.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Tomoe waggles her finger in a goodbye wave, and I return to my desk. If I take Tomoe at her word, which I find myself doing increasingly often, then she's not trying to get Shinya to do anything he's uncomfortable with. So that can only mean one thing. Someone else is pressuring Shinya. But the guy admitted to me only today that his only friend is Tomoe and myself, so... Who was he talking about when he brought up the subject? No, I think it's the chick.